Hello ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here for digitaldojos.com. Today we're going to be showing you how to finally jailbreak iOS 8.3. So if you've been patiently waiting, or if you've been forced to update to iOS 8.3 or forced to wait on a previous version of iOS because the jailbreak hasn't been available, that all changes today because the TAiG tool has officially been announced and released for the jailbreak for iOS 8.3. So there's a couple things that you need to take into account when doing this, especially since this jailbreak tool is so new and just recently released. You can only do this on a Windows-based machine, so I'm going to be showing it to you on a virtual machine here on OS X. So you need Windows to run the utility itself. A couple things you want to do on your phone. In this case, I'm going to be jailbreaking my old iPhone 5. This has been completely restored. It's running stock iOS 8.3, has nothing on it. And that is the most recommended way to do it. If you have a device that's your main device that you want to be jailbreaking, I suggest doing a backup. You can from there do a full restore of your device to get back to factory settings, and then from there you'll do the jailbreak. After it's jailbroken, you can then back up from an iTunes backup, and that will not revert your jailbreak. Again, that's completely optional. A couple other things you may want to do: you're going to want to go ahead and disable passcode if you have your passcode or Touch ID enabled for iPhone 5S, iPhone 6 or 6 Plus. And you're also going to want to go into your iCloud settings, and you're going to need to do this one to go ahead and disable your Find My iPhone within the iCloud settings. After you've done all of this, we can go ahead and head over to Windows to talk a little bit about some other things that you may want to do. So while I said it is advisable that you do this off of a fresh restore, again, that's completely optional. One other thing that may help you out here is downgrading your version of iTunes. Now, there's a site like ipsw.me that allows this, so you can go ahead and download older versions of iTunes. Some people have reported issues of getting stuck at 20% using this TAiG tool, and the way they've solved this is by using a more downgrade version, in this case iTunes 12.1, to get the job done. Again, this is only a solution if you're encountering issues with the TAiG jailbreak tool. Some people reported that doing the full restore helps and works to get the jailbreak to run more smoothly. Other people recommend downgrading iTunes. Again, it all depends. If it runs smoothly for you, then it runs smoothly for you. You can grab the tool itself over at taig.com or TAiG.com. Go ahead and download that jailbreak utility, and then from there, let's go ahead and run it after iTunes is installed here. Here we are finally in the jailbreak utility, and as you can see here, it's detected my phone. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and disable 3K Assistant. I don't want it to install this with my jailbreak. I just want Cydia because that's what I use to get all my tweaks, etc. And then again, it reminds you to turn off things like Find My iPhone. I'm going to go ahead and hit start. At this point, you want to just sit back and let the phone take care of itself. Let the jailbreak utility run and do its thing. You have to be patient at this point. Again, if you get stuck at the 20%, like many people are with this jailbreak utility, look into the things I talked about. You may need to downgrade your iTunes. That's what I had to do in order to get it working. Some people are reporting there's issues with 64-bit. As of right now, it's working for me on 64-bit past the 20%. But again, there's a lot of trial and error as you are a sort of an early adopter with a jailbreak utility like this. But again, try downgrading iTunes to a previous version. I'll leave links down below for some sources where you can get older iTunes versions and see if that helps fix your issue. And your phone will do one final reboot and the jailbreak will have been succeeded. You should be seeing Cydia installed on your home screen. Now take note, if you installed it like I did via a virtual machine, I really recommend allocating as much resources to that virtual machine as you can, because otherwise the process does take a little bit longer if you're using less resources. So it's recommended you do it either on a native Windows machine, or if you are going to do it in a virtual machine, that you allocate more resources so the jailbreak doesn't take as long, or just in general be patient. There you have it. iOS 8.3 is jailbroken. Cydia is launching and preparing the file system. Now, everything within Cydia, the tweaks, all that still need to be updated for iOS 8.3. I'm sure devs and all that are doing their best to get that updated. Some people are experiencing random issues. It can vary from your app store, apps won't download, or Cydia won't install any tweaks. Please keep in mind there's a lot of different solutions out there. I'm going to try and link off to some great sources where if you're encountering any of those errors. Otherwise, just feel free to Google stuff. Just be expectant of things like this, as this is, a recent jailbreak release. Those users who are watching this for you on PC, Windows 7, or what have you, Winderstat is an equivalent SourceForge tool that is available completely free. You download this at winderstat.info. This is essentially the same thing that Grand Perspective will do. This will give you a visual overview of the biggest files in sort of content view that are on your hard drive or a specific folder that you